Cade Cunningham had an historic game and led the Pistons to a top seed in the East. And that game, I think it was November 10th, against the Washington Wizards. Cunningham had a standout performance, recording a monster triple double with 46 points, 12 rebounds, 11 assists, along with not one, not two, not three, not four, but five steals and two blocks, and led the Pistons to a 137 to 135 overtime win. This game was historic for its volume of shot attempts, but Cunningham took a franchise record of 45 field goal attempts, which is also indicated of a significant offensive responsibility that he kind of possesses. So that alone, plus the seeding placement with them, warrants you for MVP consideration without a question. And like you said, a lot of his teammates have been dealing with injuries. And like you said tonight, they all were damn near out and they still got the dub. Um, but right now, with that win, I believe they're 10-2 instead of 9-2 right now. Best in the Eastern Conference Finals. Made a significant jump from last season. And this just comes what, one, two seasons after they set a league record. I think you was talking about it back in the day with like 25,
27.
27 straight losses. It's crazy. But K right now is averaging 28 points, 5 rebounds, 10 assists in these 11 games, man. What are your thoughts on Cade Cunningham right now in your Detroit Pistons?
I mean, I'm ecstatic as a Pistons fan, bro. Like we haven't legitimately been good since I was a child. Like we had the couple of years where it was like Blake and Andre Drummond, like those teams you knew those teams were just gonna like those teams that like, okay, you sneak into the playoffs, you're never gonna do anything. Um, that's why honestly to me, like, yeah, this being the top seed is a jump, but I felt like I could see this last year because the Knicks ended up in the conference finals, and we could have won that series against the Knicks. Like most of those games were close. I still think we took two of the games, um, and the ones that we didn't were close as hell.
Refs
So
run some
they,
bullshit some of them games.
huh?
So the refs run some bullshit some of them
Yeah,
games.
there was one where they literally came out after the game and were like, "Oh, y'all should have got free throws, and we would have won that game." Um, but they want New York to be further in. Is what it is, but. Um, Yeah, I mean, Cade is really coming into his own. He was already an all-star last year, all-NBA player, but now Jalen Duren is going nuts, averaging like 18 and 10 or something like that. We still don't have Ivy back, but Duncan Robinson was a great addition.
So
Uh,
like Robinson too. I mean, good
yeah,
replacement for Malik Beasley, I guess so far.
and honestly, the way things shake out, we might still end up getting Malik Beasley because he's already come out and said like if once the investigation is over, he's going to sign with the Pistons. So it's just really at this point we're waiting on the investigation to be over. Hopefully they don't find anything because he could just end up going to jail. But if he doesn't, which is crazy, the crazier options are when you're at a point in your life where you could either go back to being an NBA player and make millions of dollars, or you could go to jail. That's really crazy. Um, but yeah, no, I mean the 40 whatever shots that he took shows, especially at that point we had a lot of guys out still. Um, just he really is the offense, and he's honestly doing kind of what Giannis is doing.
Hmm.
And that Giannis doesn't have any other star teammates. I think that our supporting cast is going to end up being better when everybody's back healthy. But like as of right now, yeah, he's. I mean, clearly he carried them that game, so it's great. I think that I don't know if see us finishing as the number one, but I think that we could be a top three seed when everything's said and done, if health and everything works in our fashion for the rest of the year. But um, it's big. It's really big. I think Cade deserves to be in MVP conversations at this point. He's definitely gonna be a second or first teamer, I think, this year. And this is kind of what you want when you take somebody number one overall. Like we were talking about Zion, some of these other guys, like there's been a lot of number one overalls who've really not panned out for their franchise the past couple of years. Of course, Wimby outstanding, but Cade is looking like one of the honestly at this point kind of rare number ones where it's like, oh no, you are going to be good and you're going to lead your franchise to wins. Even because honestly, even if we look at like a Kyrie, he was good, he never led the Cavs to anything. They didn't do anything. He never done anything when he wasn't on a team with another great player, you know? So like being that's what you when you draft somebody number one overall, you want them to be good and be able to carry your team to wins. Zion's been good. He hasn't been healthy and he's never carried them to wins. Like all these other players, Wemby is the only other one I can think of right now from the past few years who's been able to do that, and he's doing it right now. So yeah, this is the best case
Ant-Man
scenario,
number one too.
huh?
Ant-Man.
Ant was number one, I think.
So yeah, that was probably the only
Yeah,
one since then. That's crazy.
yeah,
Yeah, and shout out to y'all and shout out to small market teams once again. You got your team that's doing well, my team is doing well. And I think right now we're number one in our bracket, or at least groups for the in season tournament. So how cool would it be for two small market teams and our teams to play each other? That'd be kind of dope.
that'd be fire. We also could have had Wemby, but those ping pong balls.
Ah, we didn't do it. We didn't do
Yeah,
it.